Overeem had the pressure of being in his hometown for the last fight. Stipe had that pressure going to this fight. This is his first fight in Cleveland, his big homecoming. Is that somewhat of a disadvantage for him because he has that?
It's all about if he can stay focused, yes or no. I had my last fight, UFC Rotterdam. I mean, I stayed focused and we did marvelous in that fight. How do you deal with it? How are you going to go into that fight? And if you're doing the appearances and the pool parties, because yes, we have seen Stipe on several of them, not one, but several, he's enjoying the life. And that's not a bad thing, but know somebody's coming and somebody's going to take that belt and he's not going to enjoy life because he's working. To me, my body's still holding up very well. I attribute that to, I eat always very proper, and here in the States I have to eat very, very clean, otherwise it just doesn't work well in my body if I don't. And, I'm half Dutch, half Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
The Jamaican genes are really, I've been there 2 years for the first time, and you see 50-year-olds who look like 35-year-olds, and they're ripped, they look amazing.
Yeah.
So I think good genes is a thing.
Is the UFC belt the one thing that's kind of missing, the one thing that you still really desire and want?
You said it, it is. It is. I mean, we went basically to all these different promotions, and we always give it one hell of a fight. And, we came out on top many times. And now all these other promotions are kind of like gone, and the UFC is the one big one left, and it truly is the biggest one. It's worldwide. Everywhere where I go, I get recognition, I get recognized. UFC truly is the elite. And it is the only one missing.
When Verdum won the belt, people were talking about him. Well, maybe he's one of the best heavyweights ever. Look what he's done over. I think you can say the same thing about yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, and then I don't agree with Verdum at all. But then the big question is Fedor. Is he the greatest of all time?
Do you think Fedor is the best of all time as far as heavyweights go? Is he the guy?
I don't actually, because I like him. He's a friend of mine. I like him as a person. I've never had anything negative with him, even when when we were supposed to fight and he declined. But, at the time that he could test himself and he had several occasions, he turned down the UFC. And the UFC is where the competition is at. And he declined to do that. I don't know if Kane is going to be next in line, but I'm a guy who likes to test myself. My career, when I look at all my fights, 86 fights in total, if you put K1 and MMA and UFC and everything together, I mean, you look at it and you can draw one conclusion. I like to test myself. And Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champion, he's done great versus Travis on UFC 200. I think he can't be missing to that list. So I would love to fight him after. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be deserving. There might be another win needed from him or whatever. But looking at my overall record, we cannot not have Cain Velasquez in it. When you look at all the greats, like a GSP or like a Anderson, there's no friction in those teams. It's just going, it's flowing. It needs to flow. I like the flow. It's good vibes. You go to the gym with pleasure, and there's no drama, there's no stress, there's no. That's a little bit my formula. When I go in training camps, I select the people, and I am very aware of the flow, and that's what I want to create, the flow towards victory. I'm helping myself right now, if you don't mind, and I'm going to help the people around me. And I have a lovely new daughter, Jazz Lee. I'm looking forward to close my career and spend more time with them, because that's been taking a lot of time away from my family.
How many more years? How long?
Couple years.
Yeah.
I still got a couple of years left in me.
How much weight would winning or not winning the title have on that decision?
It's all about enjoying what you're doing, right? So I enjoy what I'm doing, and then if you're able to do it, my body's still 100% good. So a couple of years. And then, if it really starts to go down, maybe sooner. But, heavyweights have longevity. Change is constant. It changes all the time. You need to always get better. Because you might find a way that works. 3 years later, it don't work anymore. People adapt, and it's ruthless. People kick your ass. And if you keep losing, you're going to get cut. So you got to adapt. You got to change. You got to go with the flow, and stay ahead of the curve. He's different. He's like a fighter of now. How long has he been fighting? A couple of years? Not that long, actually. Hadn't really had to change, but he's just really good at what he does. He's aggressive. He can take a punch. His cardio is great.
But he's going down.
Will it go 5 rounds?
I don't think so. But if it does, it does. But You know, I'm very trained to not have it go to 5 rounds. We like to finish it. Yeah? We like to finish it, dance on the after party, go home, chill, be in one piece. That's also longevity, because if you're going to have these 5 round wars all the time, that's not a healthy thing, right?